The Placer County Sheriff's Office hosted a multi-agency training exercise simulating an avalanche and involved multiple agencies from around the region and multiple volunteer search and rescue personnel. So this training is really important because time is of the essence in any avalanche. Now we have a window of about 30 minutes where survivability decreases exponentially. And we have to find ways to create efficiencies so that we can get the rescue personnel on the mountain and find the victims and get them out as soon as possible because the clock is ticking. So in the greater Lake Tahoe area, this is obviously a worldwide destination for winter sports. This is not only a huge draw for the tourists who come here from all over the world, but also for the people who live here. And the interagency cooperation is essential to provide the best service to the public. And that's been one of Sheriff Wu's main mandates, is to keep increasing those efforts to work with our allied agency partners and develop these relationships to better serve the public. The training scenario actually begins with a role player calling in a simulated avalanche with multiple victims. And then on the law side, Sheriff's Office taking the call, receiving the information, asking those important questions to get the search and rescue initiated, and begins by sending out a hasty team as we compile other additional resources to come into the area, and we build up our response layer by layer. A large part of this is the hasty team leveraging every technology we have available to us, and that's going to include your avalanche beacons, that's going to include your RECO, that's also going to include utilizing our canine search teams. And when we had air resources on scene, we actually inserted our canine teams by air to the top of the avalanche debris field to begin searching in a top-down pattern. So with a beacon search, basically the hasty team will arrive on scene. They're going to use the beacon. As soon as they identify the area the beacon is alerting to, they're going to then pull out their probes. They're going to start probing for victims. And once they identify a victim under the snow, now the shovel comes into play. And they're doing this as fast as possible because that clock is always ticking. But as soon as we've located the victim, we've extracted the victim from the snow. Now we have to extract them from the area and get them to medical attention. So part of this exercise was also taking simulated victims, getting them onto baskets and getting them out of the area, simulating getting them to a hospital as fast as possible. One of the things I love most is the incredible partnership we have with all of our allied agency partners and our volunteers. Our volunteers especially, I cannot speak high enough about them. They'll come out at 2 o'clock in the morning to save the life of a person they don't even know. When they have a regular day job the next day, they're truly exceptional, and we're so fortunate to have them as part of our team in the greater Tahoe area. And it's one of the reasons I love working here the most, is this type of allied agency cooperation.